Hey, it's David here from Baer on Marketing. In this video, I'm going to be sharing some tips on how to get more webinar viewers. Now, if you run webinars or you're looking to run webinars to promote your business, whether it's to sell something on the webinar or to get people to follow up with you after the webinar, maybe to schedule an appointment with you, it's a highly effective way to grow, but you can't do it if nobody is actually there to see the webinar. So I'm going to share a couple of ideas about ways to ensure that you are getting more people onto your webinars. Now, one thing that is really useful is to actually buck a very popular trend in webinars that are all about the what, but not the how. You see, when you promise people who sign up for the webinar that you're actually going to show them how to do something, you're going to find a lot more people are going to willingly sign up because they want to know the result. Now, so the idea basically is not to tease them onto a webinar and then the entire webinar you're kind of showing them the opportunity, but you're not showing them the clear solution. So you want to make sure that you're actually offering and then fulfilling on an offer to show them a solution to a problem. Now, instead, basically what you want to do, as I said, is promise them and then deliver a win. So a very common formula that I like to use with my clients on webinars is a one problem, one solution webinar, where you actually show them everything and then you tell them exactly how to do it. But you're not withholding the how, it's just that you're maybe withholding the how to do everything related to the problem, right? Because they're interested in solving a problem which typically is a much bigger problem than the one thing that you show them on the webinar. There are lots of different ways for you to figure out exactly what your audience wants to know the solution to. You can certainly go through, questions that you have been asked in the past. Think about things that people might bring up in a meeting with you, or when they're purchasing from you, or if you're frequently posting online, questions they might ask there, emails that you have gotten from clients or prospects, and then there's other ways to do it. I like to actually go into Google and just start typing a question that I might want to put onto a webinar offer, and then see what Google might suggest, particularly as I start putting keywords specific to the topics that I'm working on. I'll often see some suggested words. These Google Suggest options are things that people, are typing into Google, and these are the most commonly asked questions. So great ways to kind of figure out what you want to be doing. Now, when I say one topic or one problem, one solution, really you have to think about a webinar as being the gateway, the entry point into learning about your bigger offer. And so start really small, start really focused on what it is that you may be wanting to cover. And, once you have somebody onto the webinar, that's when you can expand what you're actually going to share with them or offer them beyond that one problem. But you really need to entice them around something that matters to them, that they understand. So how can you get people onto a webinar aside from advertising, aside from sending emails out to your own email list? One great way is to find others to promote your webinar. And there's a bunch of different reasons why somebody might want to promote for you. One is obviously if you give them an incentive, like a payment for a referral, or anybody who they send over who then buys something, you can give them a commission on the purchase, that sort of thing. But then there's also just great business partnership relationships where maybe you can do something for them in the future. There's a whole range of ways that you can benefit from finding partners and have a sort of a mutual benefit coming out of the relationship. Another thing that is really useful is when you're trying to entice people to get onto the webinar, not just the subject and promising that, and delivering on something, but offering a high perceived value bonus, so that you say, and when you come onto the webinar, I will be giving you this bonus. Now, the bonus isn't something that you give them until the end of the webinar because you want them to stay through the entire thing and hear what it is that you're offering at the end. But a bonus that is related to the problem that somebody is interested in solving is a very useful thing to do. Maybe it's a step-by-step checklist or further training on solving that one problem that they've signed up for. Create a compelling sign-up page for your webinar so that when they actually get there, you are reiterating all of the benefits that they're going to get when they sign up for the webinar. A great way to kind of structure a webinar sign-up page is to just go through, who, what, where, why, when, that sort of thing. Who is it for? And who are you as the presenter? What are you going to be covering? Why is this important? Where is it going to be taking place and when is it going to be taking place? That's sort of essentials, but you need to sell them on actually signing up for it when they get to this page. Now, another thing you need to do is once they've signed up, you need to sell them again on actually showing up. And this is something that I think a lot of webinar presenters really don't consider is, it's not just sending a reminder email 24 hours before and then a reminder email an hour before and then 5 minutes before, but you need to sell them in those emails on why it's important that they have to show up. So everything that we've already talked about, the one problem that you're going to help them solve and how you're going to help them solve it, the bonus that you're going to be giving them when they attend the webinar, and any other benefits that they're going to get from showing up on the webinar. Now, we also know that in the world of webinars, there's a lot of people who don't show up to a live webinar. And that's why replays are so important, because many of the sales can be made during a replay. So even if somebody did show up but didn't buy, or did show up but left early, or didn't show up at all, you should send out reminders about, now the replay is up, please come and watch it at your convenience. If you have a webinar platform that allows you to show a replay on demand, it's so much better, because then you're going to be able to get people to actually show up when they want to, rather than a scheduled replay. Now, also probably want to incentivize people by saying the replay is going to be up for a short period of time, which gets more people to that replay, and they don't forget about it because they know they need to do it before a deadline. Now, these tips are just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to how to get more people onto a webinar. Some of these ideas I shared with you can be found in a training called Get More People on Your Webinars from the folks over at MyNAMS, the Novice to Advanced Marketing System. And it's actually part of a larger program that they have called the Profit Planners. This is a membership site. I'll show you my membership account. That offers a new training each and every month where you can learn how to step-by-step put together and then implement a particular online business tactic in your business. So it may be anything from webinars, or driving traffic, or building your email list, how to email, doing email marketing, affiliate marketing, coaching and consulting online, and so much more. This is a very robust training. Not only do you get a course book, but you get a workbook, you get checklists, you get a list of resources and tools to be able to implement the things that you've learned as well. I think it's probably one of the highest value membership sites that I have, because there's always something new that I could be doing in my business, and I know you probably could in yours too. Now, the way that this membership works is either a monthly, annual, or one-time fee, and you can see right in the middle, that one is the best value, because look, if you stick around for more than a year, you're gonna benefit tremendously from that investment. Not only do you get everything that they add to the membership site, but you get everything that's been put in there already, and they've been around for over 3 years at this point. This is the membership that I have, and when you grab the one-time membership option, I'm actually going to entice you to do that by giving you one of the products that I sell on my website. There are 6 different products you can choose from, so whichever one is most appropriate to your needs and interests, from email marketing to sales copywriting to understanding the overall lifecycle marketing structure that I do a lot of consulting with my clients, social media marketing, and then I have a couple of softwares, one to help get more opt-ins on mobile devices, as well as design toolkit that you can grab as well. So pick any of these 6, and to get more information on how the Profit Planners program works, and also grab my 10 video bonus training, go ahead and click the link below this video. And thanks so much for watching. I hope that you have tremendous success with your next webinar. Oh, hey, before you go, if you liked the video, hit the like button. And if you got a comment, please leave one. And finally, don't forget to subscribe.